Okay, so we're here. You already know what we're doing here. We're checking out Rainbow Six Siege Operation Vector Glare CGI trailer, and we're going to check out some gameplay. So, without further ado, let's kick it off. Sending out a lot of love to you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hop straight in. Okay, Glare's a straight G.
Fighting hostiles is like solving a puzzle.
Sends.
All the pieces are a total mess. Then you solve it as if you always
Is that Jackal's strap? Or is that a new gun?
knew the answer.
Sends. It's Operation Glare, but the operator's not Glare. It sends. I kind of like that. Like sense.
This is like solving a puzzle.
Let me hear. I gotta hear the narrator again. It's kind of killing it. I like the hair and everything.
Fighting hostiles is like solving a puzzle. All the pieces are a total mess. Then you solve it as if you always knew the answer.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, nice little reveal. Okay, cool. Okay, let's hop straight in. Did I favorite this? I gotta favorite this. So put it down below. Here we go. Operation Vector Glare Operator. What does that look like on the other side? I kind of wanted to see what that looked like on the other side.
Operation Vector Glare
Damn, my dude.
is launching on
My dude did not need that many bullets.
June 7th. And here's what the new season of Rainbow Six Siege is bringing your way. A new attacker named Sens and their ROU projector system, a wheel that rolls along the ground and deposits projectors that create these walls of light, cutting off the defender's vision. Sens is also packing a new weapon, the high-capacity POF-9 assault rifle, which you can test out on the new shooting range. And
Whoa, what is this
get a
shooting
feel for it
range?
before jumping into the new team deathmatch map called Close Quarter.
Close
But
quarter.
that's not all.
Whoa, what the heck is the okay, a lot looks different for me. Like I said, I still get requests to check out Siege videos. I don't play Siege much anymore, but whoa, it looks a little bit, things are changing. The UI and everything. How's gameplay? Any Siege player, hardcore Siege players down below? How's the gameplay?
Operation Vector Glare is unlocking a third secondary weapon option for some operators and giving you a way to earn free operators just by playing with your friends. So let's break it down, starting with Sens. This Belgian operator is a 3-health, 1-speed attacker who brings significant firepower and utility to bear on the battlefield.
Okay.
In their primary weapon slot, they can rock the 417 marksman rifle or the new POF-9 assault rifle, complete with a high-capacity magazine. Secondary options include the SDP 9mm or the GON 6, and for gadgets, a hard breach charge or a claymore.
Okay.
But what you're most likely to notice when Sens takes the field are these bright walls of light obscuring your sight and hiding whatever shenanigans the attackers are getting up to.
Bro, that's fucking crazy. How many of these does he get?
These walls are generated by Sens' unique gadget, the ROU projector system, which rolls along the ground, dropping little projector units that instantly activate, creating a segment of light.
Not gonna lie, oh, this would be like my favorite operator. I feel like sometimes there's no way to close. Like sometimes you feel like you're such a banger, but there's no way to gain entry for yourself or others. And that was literally displayed when he broke the glass and then threw it down and came in. He's like, he's really helpful for gaining entry if done right, if used right. I could see how I'm envisioning myself utilizing him to like the maximum capacity right now. Like literally my problem with things like this, trying to get the diffuser down. So that is I see why they're showing that a lot. But that could be predictable too. That could get way predictable over time as anything. Like if Sens, if just like someone's holding a site and they know that the attacker's got to put the diffuser down and Sens throws a wall up in a doorway, it's going to be like, okay, they're probably planting, so maybe pre-fire his light. Like,
wall
could get predictable.
If the wheel runs into a wall, it will ricochet and continue rolling and dropping projectors until it runs out of juice.
How many does he get?
The light walls don't hurt or physically block anything. You can easily walk, shoot, or throw things through them. But they do cover quite a bit of ground, allowing Sens to cut off a lot of sight lines and conceal their activities.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to create cover for a quick revive or a cheeky diffuser plant. Or maybe you just want to get the defenders looking in one room while your team executes in another.
Oh, utilizing him like that may be a bit tough. Like, that's almost like how we would. Well, okay, it's how I've utilized smokes with a team before. We drop smokes, like start dropping utility, make them think you're going one way and go the other. I suppose you can use them like that. Like, it's not saying you can't, but how would you see that done? Like, I can envision it, but I can't really like get a grasp on how that would look like, where you make them fake them out with glare, because you would still kind of have to make it really believable on a more personal team cooperating level to make
the ROU is very distracting.
Yeah,
and
it fucking
as we all
seems
know,
like it.
Distraction is dangerous.
True.
So how are the defenders going to handle
Wait,
this?
glass can see through it?
The walls do deactivate after a time, so a little patience can be powerful. But if you're looking for something a little more active, Warden is a hard counter for Sens, as his glance smart glasses can see right through the ROU walls.
Oh, now Warden gets some use. They're trying to get him picked.
Other defenders who can help mitigate Sens' meddling are Jaeger, whose ADS will destroy the wheel and prevent it from dropping more
Jaeger's still the top operator.
projectors, and Wamai, whose magnet gadget will catch the wheel, then release it on an unpredictable new trajectory. Aruni's Surya gates will zap the wheel, unless it scoots by underneath, and while Mute's jammers won't stop the wheel, they will disable any projectors that the wheel drops within their range. Bulletproof cameras can similarly disable the projectors with their EMP burst, and they can also be
Whoa, they have an EMP burst now?
used to look through the walls and spy on what the attackers are up to. Maestro's evil eyes can also see through the walls, but their lasers cannot destroy the projectors, nor can bullets. To clear out Sens' projectors, you'll want explosives. A quick impact grenade will do nicely. Now, if that sounds like a lot of utility interaction,
yeah, I'm kind of like, damn, it kind of sounds like he's super not super counter. Like, I'm trying to literally put my mind so forward in gameplay that it's sounding like it's going to be an easy time learning to counter him. Like, if someone picks Sens, it's like kind of like, okay, just be looking out for this shit. I don't know. I feel like a well put together team is just gonna counter Sens, or if there's just a person playing bad. But that's so easy. That's like blanket. I know people probably look. I'm not too specific on terms, because terms can be whatever you want them to mean. But like, is it like blanket statement? I'm like blanket statement-ing Sens in terms of how useful it would be, but like, this seems like a lot of utility. Like, really, it seems like a lot of utility interaction. Like, he get countered out the ass. Let's just see. I'm gonna just see what he's got to say.
it is. Sens' gadget is deeply entwined with the strategic interplay of loadouts and gadgets that happens around a siege objective.
Glass can see through
And
it.
we've just covered the basics here. I didn't even mention how barbed wire slows the wheel down, shortening the distance it can cover, or how a well-placed proximity alarm can help a defender monitor an entryway even if an ROU wall is blocking it. Sens introduces a new strategic catalyst to Siege, and with their hard-hitting loadout, is sure to be one to watch when the season launches on June 7th. And let's talk about some of the other stuff coming with Operation Vector Glare, like a hot new spot for Team Deathmatch. The new
See, like, okay, so like Glare, okay. So it is almost like they made an operator who they wanted to make the gadget be able to be countered by everything or just see more utility in other gadgets. So it's almost like they tried to make an operator you want to pick. Like they were like, okay, he's going to be something that changes the game a little bit for a time. I don't see him being too crazy to the meta. I don't know what's the meta in the game right now, but he doesn't seem way too strong. But he literally seems like an operator where they were like, how can we get an operator that makes people you try to utilize all gadgets? It's almost like that, or utilize bulletproof cameras more and stuff like that, or make it more tactical in a way. I feel like the first few okay, let's say a time zone, I'll say it like that, time frame between when he comes out and I'm trying to say it like this. If I put it in a box, it's like from the time it takes people to get used to him and not be used to him, like from the beginning to end, it's like that first beginning segment of time. He's probably going to be folding, like whoever plays him, the amount of picks and everything, whoever plays him is probably going to be folding a lot of people, but that also depends on the individual person playing him. But I feel like at first it's going to be, maybe it's really going to be super balanced too, the amount of like ass kicking that comes from people playing this op. But I think at the same time it feels like people are going to get used to him really fast. It seems like a lot of ways to counter him. It seems like Womai and Jaeger are just ultimately super hard counters, even though Womai's gadget, like if you're paying attention to Womai, you could shoot his gadget, right? It's not bulletproof. Like the wheel itself can be shot or not. Shit, so much information flying at me that I forgot. But I'll probably go back and even there I'll probably get told in the comments, but I'll probably remember.
Map, dubbed Close
After this,
Quarter,
or I'll go back
is
after
the
this
first
for sure.
Siege map purpose-built for TDM, meaning there are no areas designed for defensive setups. It's fast, it's chaotic, and it's made of color-coded room modules to help you get your bearings, or get revenge after respawning. If you've enjoyed the frequent firefights of Team Deathmatch, but are looking for somewhere a little more low-key to try out your weapons, head on over to the new shooting range.
Yeah, this
With
is cool.
With 2 adjustable target lanes, it's the perfect spot to test out any new balancing updates or to familiarize yourself with any operator's weapons, even the ones you don't have unlocked. And speaking of weapons, some operators can look forward to getting a third secondary weapon option, particularly those that may have had a secondary weapon option removed with the addition of the Gone 6. And one more tip before we go, take a minute to Google the new Squad Up program for Siege. It's a neat way to earn free operators and an exotic weapon skin.
I just imagine someone dancing in the lasers like that, like dancing in his like light setup and just being watched by a bulletproof camera or something, and someone tells Pulse, oh, he's right there, bruh. Like kind of just spray through that shit.
Just for playing with friends who haven't played Siege in a while. Check it out.
Oh, I guess that's me then.
Operation Vector Glare hits the test server on PC on May 24th.
Tomorrow.
With the full season launch slated for June 7th. You can play Sens at launch with the premium track of the Vector Glare Battle Pass, or unlock them 2 weeks after launch with Renown or R6 credits. For the latest on Rainbow Six Siege, follow this YouTube channel and visit us at news.ubisoft.com.
Op 4, last operator standing.
Op 4 eliminated.
Man, it's been a minute since I played Siege. Oh, it's so beautiful to see sometimes. I love it, man. I really did like Siege, but just like For Honor or any competitive game, it's just so frustrating at times to want to like to have to not have to keep up. You know, when you're trying to, it's not, I feel like competitive games at some points, they are casual. They can be casual. But then sometimes you find yourself, I swear, like just sweating match after match. But anyways, back to the whole new operator. He seems pretty cool. Seems like there's hella counters, but yeah, it doesn't seem like that bad. Actually, I don't know. From a dude who hasn't played Siege in a while and thinking about all the operators I do know of, it doesn't actually seem that bad. I don't know. It seems like when they're coming out with operators, they're trying to balance them very, very well. Well, this one is balanced very, very well. Seems like it's like deceptively super, like, all right, deceptively strong. And if someone's not literally set up to deal with them, really strong, but also can get count. It's like hard for me to say. With this one, it's hard for me to say. It's really seems pretty balanced. Pretty like does not seem that bad of an operator that people are gonna deal with. To be honest, like because it's honestly he's like a waiting. I want to say this. People, of course, people are gonna say different things. I want to say he's like the waiting game operator. It's like he places the wall and then both sides are going to be waiting to see what happens while trying to gain intel on each other. It's like, okay, what's going to happen next? And it's like people are going to be waiting for him to emerge. But I feel like he's going to be, as the dude said, distractions. That the distractions are going to be a very, very big part of utilizing him, is like just creating distractions with the wall. I feel like get the defenders panicking. That's what I like. So yeah, as always, much love and moonlight, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Peace.